these people. I'm sorry, they made a choice. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of losing my stuff. My neighbors losing their stuff. People I know all around town leaving the city because they're losing their stuff. They don't feel safe for their children. The lady that went to Superstore to grab groceries and her kid pretty much overdosing. This is sickening. I come from a city of over 5 million in the core. We have a bigger problem than they do. I feel safer taking a tent in the core of the city of Toronto than here. And I'm a big guy. And it's sickening to see what's happening. And to say that it's the entire, it's been around for a while. I see the safe injection site go in, nobody asks the community, business leave, people are losing money. And all of a sudden downtown, nobody wants to be there. The RCMP don't even feel safe of going to the injection site. How is it that our police force doesn't even feel safe to protect this city? But yet we got a site for these people because, they can't control themselves. I'm tired of babying the situation. I'm tired of sugarcoating it. I mean, to each his own. Everybody has their own views. Fine, I'm not saying anything against you. But the amount of problems that we've had since this has gone in, and since my friends that own different businesses have had to leave, how many more businesses are we going to lose? How many more jobs are we going to have to sacrifice? Because, as many female friends of mine, they don't even want to work anywhere near downtown. I had 5 friends of mine quit Superstore because they can't go home. They used to walk home, no problem. They can't walk home anymore. At 9 o'clock at night, not even 2 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, they can't even walk home. This is sad. We need to change something. I don't know what the solution is at this point, but this site has to go. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Craig Ronvain, and I come here tonight representing the community of users as someone that has used the safe injection site multiple times daily. Since I've started using that place, I have not increased my usage, nor has anyone else I know. I don't intentionally make myself go towards an overdose because I can be saved. I don't see anyone do that. I think there's a lot of misinformation that's being spread through gossip and hate mongering, and I think it's very misunderstood. I think that it needs to be the separation between us and them is killing this. This is a community problem, and whether you like it or not, I am a part of that community, whether I use drugs or not. This is my community. I've lived here most of my life, and I don't want to see the problems that are taking place, but this is a two-sided, this takes a little bit of give and take, and a lot of the stuff I see in these Facebook groups and what's being put around town, and there is certainly problems that come with it, but imagine the problems if all of a sudden this place wasn't there, because now there's a concentration of users in one place, and if that's gone, if you've got problems now, you're going to have problems then, right? That's a fact, okay? There's also a fact that I can say certainly that there's been at least 300 less needles used in the street by myself personally because of the safe consumption site. And if you pair that with all the other people that use that every day, multiple times a day sometimes, that's thousands and thousands of needles that are not being discarded in public parks because you can't discard your needle there anywhere other than in a safe spot. A lot of the misinformation I see through the groups, like it's not fair, and I mean, such is life, right? A lot of things aren't fair, but I think that a little love could go a long way here. I think we all need to kind of help each other understand both sides better, and if it is ever going to be solved and it is ever going to be corrected, it's something that's going to take work on both sides. Situations are what they are, but I think if people were to base their information more so in the fact rather than in the rumor, that things could be a lot better, and I'm willing to do my part. Thank you.
My name is Jordan Westfall. I'm with a group called the Canadian Association for Safe Supply. We work nationally to further the human rights of people who use drugs and to further education about the overdose crisis and its solutions and its causes. We have 44 supervised consumption sites across the country, and by now it feels like Groundhog Day, talking about you know, what the impact of this site is going to be on the community and what's going to happen. It's not that much different wherever you go in the country. We have issues here. We have issues everywhere across the country with economic issues that bring in property crime, that, you know, contribute to people's drug use. And those problems were there long before there was an overdose prevention site in Red Deer. Those problems are not going to go away if the overdose prevention site goes away. There's just going to be more lives going away, more people dying. And I think bottom line is that's what you need to keep in mind over anything else. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is James. I've been in the healthcare field for 30 years. And I will admit that this is a multifaceted problem that is very difficult to solve. Just from my experience, what I think might be useful is definitely having maybe even an additional rehab center built, something similar to Alberta Hospital Ponoka, where it's on the outskirts of the town, where it's a little bit more secluded. It's a country setting, and my own personal view, I think you have to, I understand addicts, they have to reach rock bottom in order to want to be helped. But at that point, quite often what happens, they overdose, they die, or hopefully are recovered. But you need to have money put towards rehab, right? Additionally, once they've come out of rehab, there has to be a social network in place. Right, of course, that's what some people have mentioned. That's where probably churches, other organizations have to step up and give them, welcome them in, you know, to create some sort of community. But additionally, what I would like to see the Alberta government do or have the Alberta government do that nobody has mentioned tonight is actually join the other lawsuits that have happened already in the United States against the pharmaceutical companies. Because really, where has this opioid crisis, fentanyl crisis, especially the opioid crisis, where has it originated from? From the pharmaceutical companies, even the medical industry that is basically, they're promoted to hand it out. You know, I know there's been a change recently, but definitely the Alberta government should take the lead in Canada and also join the many lawsuits already occurring in the United States. And I'd like to see every province, even the federal government, join in that lawsuit. So I see my time is starting to go here, but that's one of the biggest takeaways. You know, we need to hold the pharmaceutical companies accountable. There has to be a support system in place once they come out of rehab, because if there's no support, then they're going to go right back to the same problem. The other thing is, I do honestly feel you have the wrong location for this, for the OS, for this, you know, this injection site. You're impacting economically to a great detriment the downtown core of Red Deer. There's also even a school that's located quite close to that area, Central School. There's a lot of, what I see, there's a proliferation as well of individuals using drugs in outer areas. It's proliferating from the downtown. So what I would like to see is a treatment center built, encourage the rehab, but on the outskirts of the city, not encroaching where you've got a massive population of people trying to do their shopping, trying to take their kids to school, go for a run in the park. You know, it has to be in a safe location for people, right? For everybody's concerns have to be addressed.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You can lower it rather than, or you can get taller, but I don't know. Which one is easier to do?
I've been trying to get taller all my life. Hi, my name is Orly, and I'm from Red Deer. And I've just jotted a whole kinds of notes here all over the map. I'm just going to make some points. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all the panel up here. I don't know who the heck you are, but thanks for coming. And I'd like to say to you that addiction is not your fault, nor is it mine. And I'm just recovering from it too for the last 40 years. So I'm also an opiate addict. I'm a medical opiate addict from my greatest doctor in the world that saved my life. But I have MS and fibromyalgia, and I have to live with opiates to keep my life going. And that's just the way it is. But I do choose to throw my pill bottle in the garbage every month when I'm done with it. And I'd just like to say, can you hear me okay? Am I talking to this thing okay? Okay. The safe injection site, well, addiction does not discriminate, and it did not miss me, believe me. And just to really talk fast so I can get my story in here. And the safe injection site, I believe it's important, but I don't think it should be a safe injection site. And I think it should be a safe recovery site. And it's definitely in the wrong place. I've been there a few times I've been there with my grandson to help him with his drug addiction problems, and because we've lost him still to meth. And anyway, I lost my brother to drug addiction, but he found his way to recovery. And before he died, he was a counselor, but he did die on a rooftop 4 years ago for the bee stung, and the last thing he said was, "Don't let me die." It took him 11 minutes to die. He didn't help. But he did find recovery. My brother-in-law, 10 years ago, we had to go to the underground to get help, and through intervention, we had a recovering hitman help us. We went to an NA meeting, and he found us when I spoke, and I thank God for 40 years of Al-Anon that allowed me to have a voice and to speak up and ask for help. And I'm not scared to ask for help anymore. And it's the easiest thing I can do in life, and now is say, "Help me." And he came forward and helped us and got us in contact with the underground because he was in really, really deep. And he's alive today, and he's sober, and he's clean, and has a family and 2 kids, and things are well. We got help, and he's good. And I lost a granddaughter to meth, and 30 days ago I lost my son to cocaine. But he's alive. The addiction took him. But I've been in contact with Dr. Phil, and Florida will come up and take him and rescue him, because you have to change playgrounds. And I don't know if any of you people here know or understand or have anybody that's in addiction. Do you have anybody that's been taken by addiction that has an addict in your family? No? Go on the internet and learn about it, because anybody that's affected by addiction, they're not yours anymore. Addiction owns them. They're not your brothers, mothers, fathers, sons, nephews, grandchildren. They're not the same people anymore. They're addicts, and they are at dis-ease. And if you want them back, you have to do intervention, and you can bring their bottoms up. And it takes money, and it takes a lot of funding, and they got to change playgrounds, and it takes money to do that. And if you want to know how to help them, ask an addict. They'll tell you. They've got the information. And it's, you got to get the family help first before you can really help the addict. And there is help out there, but it takes money. And I'll get back to my list here. But
Okay, just so you know, the time is
you got nobody behind me. I'm going to keep talking because I got a lot of good things to say. And I'm not going to knock the center. I'm going to say good things, and I'm going to say good things.
Well,
Okay?
why don't we reset the clock? We'll give you
Would
another.
you do that, please?
Yeah, but then
Okay.
I think after, and then other folks, while you're thinking about.
Do you want to hear me keep talking?
Sure, yeah, we'll
All
reset
right.
the clock. Why not?
I appreciate that. Okay. And these people aren't our loved ones, and we've lost them, but we can get them back. And gotta clean up the downtown. And if they're caught stoned, force them into detox, 30 days, change